Good health, it's more than just about your body and how you feel. Dr. Robert Kilpatrick is the founder and CEO of Health Innovation of People, with a look at how you can cope in a world that's getting more and more chaotic every day. What's your definition of well-being?
I suppose well-being is, Larry, is kind of vibrancy and the ability from a mental and physical and spiritual perspective to be effective in the world and do what you want to do.
How do we get there, since it seems like many of us are heading in the opposite direction?
Well, the Commonwealth Club of California has decided that we'll have a summer series to try and answer that question.
Good plug. I like that. That's a professional interviewee right there move.
Right. The art and science of well-being starts on July 31st.
Okay, and you have a weekly series?
We have about 15 or 16 speakers in the course of the month.
Okay.
Go ahead.
What's going to be emphasized?
Well, we have a spectrum. We have Lori Davies Adams, who's the chief executive of Pollinator Partnership, which is a San Francisco-based foundation, the largest in the world, focused on improving the environment of pollinators. And her talk is bees, butterflies, and well-being.
Okay. Birds and the bees. I had that talk a long time ago. Keys to longevity today.
I think de-stressing. I mean, I was talking, recently to someone in this very studio about how to remain, as stress-free as possible. So we have a series of speakers at the Commonwealth Club of California over the month of August. It's going to be showing us different ways to be as relaxed, stress-free as possible.
You mentioned to me before we went on, you do meditation and some other things to try to get the right state of mind. When you look at the impact social media is having on people in general, what do you think?
I think it's best to control that. And one way to do that is to do things like Qigong and Tai Chi, where you focus more on your body and your mind. So a friend of mine, Lee Holden, who's probably the most famous Qigong master in the United States, is coming to demo Qigong for the audience, involve everyone in an experience, I think on August 2nd.
But how will they hold their phones? I mean, how are they going to do that?
I think my phone is across the studio in my briefcase. So just don't always have it on. Don't take it to bed with you. Don't look at it first thing in the morning. But, make sure you watch Channel 7 later in the day.
Well, you are the perfect guest so far. I was doing some research when I saw you were coming in. I was looking up life expectancy numbers. Monaco's #1, where the average age is 89.5 at death. Japan is 2nd, Singapore 3rd, Macau is 4th, San Marino is 5th. I was surprised a little bit to see that the United States, in terms of life expectancy, was 43rd in the world at 79.6 years of age. Why?
Well, the strange thing about that, Larry, is that the United States spends about twice as much per capita, per person on health care, and yet, as you say, we're not even in the top 25. So it's a question of a system that's very inefficient, that is not providing health care, for the vast majority of citizens. And I'll go on the record, since this is an opportunity. I think that all Americans and people living in the United States should have access to health care, at least at some level, and particularly children.
Okay. How much is diet a part of this, do you think?
Huge, and I could lose 10 pounds.
Okay. How can the public get involved with the art of and science of well-being, which is coming up at the Commonwealth Club?
Yeah, it's really simple. You can register at www.commonwealth.org, and you'll see a whole menu of all the programs. The cost to attend is very nominal, and every talk, by the way, is going to be live audio streamed, free of charge.
Oh, awesome.
And some of them will be live video streamed. So the Commonwealth Club is a cultural icon in the Bay Area, and we do everything we can to involve the public.
Doc, appreciate your coming in. I look forward to your series, and certainly this is a subject that we need more mindfulness and calm in our lives, I think, in general. So thanks for being here.
Well, you're a good example, Larry.
Well, yeah, see me after the show. That might be another story. Thanks.
Thank you. Okay.